Shalom, Kahalalim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Waharacha Kudash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of GMS that rule well, who I learned this truth from, and salutations and blessings to you elect out there, starting with 144,000 on down. So this is from BusinessInsider.com. Elon Musk plans high volume production of Neuralink brain chips and says he wants to automate the surgical procedure. And this is from January 1st, right? Right at the new year. You know, Elon Musk says he's planning to ramp up production of his Neuralink brain chips in 2026 and will automate the procedure to implant them into humans, meaning you don't need a person, a live person to implant the chip in you. Just going to be done in a moment by a machine or a robot. Right? Neuralink will start high volume production of brain computer interface devices this year, so this could be the year, man. We always keep pushing it. We sound like a broken record, but this could very well be the year. If not the year, then for sure the prep year, 2027. I can't see this place going to 2030. This place is done. The financial system is done. You people, your spirit is diminished. This whore is Babylon the Great is on her last leg. There's no more business here. People know you can't make money here anymore. You got 10 cities all across a large metropolitans. Every big city has a 10 city, even small cities. In America, here in Canada, you have 10 cities. This place is done. So they're ramping up this because, they're getting ready to push it, right? The startup co-founded by Musk in 2016, so that was 10 years ago, is developing technology that enables people to control computers using an implanted microchip. Its initial focus is on helping patients with severe neurological conditions, right? And this is how they get, this is how they slip in. Oh, this is for the healthcare system. This is for the medical system. This is to help people with diseases. And this is all part of the miracles of the beast, right? When we go to the book of Revelations, (13). I'll go to the point. 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which is this system, this Greco-Roman system, okay, of so-called democracy, the West, Americanism, okay, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Now, when we look up this word miracle in the Greek, or miracles, the word is semeion, a sign, a mark, token, right? A sign, prodigy, portent, example, and unusual occurrence transcending the common course of nature. See? So every year they're saying, oh, help us donate money to this fundraiser to cure Alzheimer's or to cure cancer or to do this. They've been doing that for decades. So now they're going to bring out this technology and say, look, this is curing, right? Parkinson, Alzheimer, paralysis. These are miracles. These are things that transcend the common course of nature, right? So Esau's becoming like a god, and he's given out these goodies to encapsulate you, to fully make you worship him, worship this beast system, right? Of miracles and wonders by which the Most High authenticates the men sent by him, and Esau is sent by the Most High. Esau, you are set up by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Your kingdom is set up by the Most High, and your kingdom is coming down by the Most High. The Most High is coming to bring your kingdom down, right? Paralysis or sight impairment, even the blind, right? So curing the blind, the people that suffer from paralysis, that can't walk, the lame, okay, the mentally debilitated. He's going to be curing all these people, and these people are going to say, I want one, sign me up. And that's just one part of it. The other part is going to be the financial system. every every transaction, every normal part of life that we're used to, right? We're tapping on the phone, we're using our cards. These are transactions. Cash is pretty much obsolete. Okay, if cash went missing next week, all right, it will be no big deal for the majority of the world because the majority of the world is already used to um, electronic transactions, e-transfers, right? Paying, not by physical currency, but pretty much electronically. Okay, um, right? Or sight impairment to communicate and regain independence. But Musk also said that Neuralink's chips could be used to meld human consciousness with artificial intelligence, which is another aspect. You're going to be doing cool things because you're going to be linked up with the 5 and really the 6G AI. Okay, it's gonna be a hell of a carnal experience. All right, but this doesn't seduce me. When I look at this, I look at this just like I look at the pharmaceutical system, garbage, filth. Okay, yeah, you Esau, you're a top surgeon. You can do this. You can put a pig heart in a person, or you can give him a liver transplant, which that's not cool. People want to say that's not cool. It's your time to go, man. Your liver's done. All right, you can't use some herbs, milk thistle and dandelion root and burdock, and you can't change your diet and you can't change your thoughts. You're done. Your heart is out. You're done. Okay. But no, people want to hang on and keep sinning. That's the most fucked up part. Not turning a corner. They want to keep sinning. So it's gonna be cool, man. You're gonna have all kinds of goody. You open your car with your thoughts, turn on your computer, do this, do that, open your house door. You're gonna have to touch it, right? You're gonna be able to read people's brain waves. You're gonna be do all kinds of shit, right? So this Neuralink, this is the time we're in. This is what's coming. Remember, they already had two people in Toronto last year that already have the Neuralink in Canada. It was in Toronto, right? This was September 4th of last year. Two Toronto hospital patients are now the first Canadians to have Elon Musk's Neuralink brain chip implanted in the country, right? So this is not spooky, this is not conspiracy, and this came out just an hour ago. I just found this, right? Elon Musk's Neuralink says it has 21 participants enrolled in trials. Elon Musk's brain implant company Neuralink said on Wednesday it now has 21 total participants enrolled in trials worldwide as it completes 2 years since it officially began testing on humans. This marks an increase from the 12 people the company in September said has received its chips and we're using them to control digital and physical tools through thought. As I said, cool. It's cool. On the left hand side, this shit is cool. Okay? But that's why I said, Yahweh Shai Salaki said, if it were possible, the very elect will be deceived. Right? Because you're going to have many false wonders, man. These are false miracles. At the end of the day, these things are not going to be beneficial for your body. They're going to damage your body. Just like the phone I'm holding in my fucking hand, and I have on the top right corner it says 5G. I remember when it said 2G. I remember 3G. You know, when 5G came out, I set my setting to 4G specifically, but now everything is 5G. This shit is messing up my cells. I'm using it for the purpose of making this video and paying for things and looking up videos and watching brothers' videos and entertainment and things like that. But this is garbage. This is not good for me. This is literally cooking me slowly. Radiation, you know? Elon Musk brain implants, like I read that part. The implant is designed to help people with conditions such as a spinal cord injury, which is very serious. The first patient has used it to play video games, browse the internet, post on social media, and move a cursor on a laptop. A primary aim of our expanding clinical trials is to better understand these variations and improve both our hardware and the overall procedure for every participant, the company said in a statement. So anyway, more news. As you can see, we're quickly accelerating to where the fuck we want to be, which is out of here. And once this MOTB gets, put into law, either you get it or you get your head chopped off. That's the time we want to be in, because everything from there is just accelerated. Anyway, Shalom, Kahala, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.